Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Eclipse Breaker, and this is a strategic action roguelite that looks like a polished version of something from the 90s PlayStation era. Now in this game you will dodge, parry, and strike in fast-paced, real-time combats, and I really do enjoy how this game is inspired by classic JRPGs. And on the topic of the artwork, I really do like the artwork. It's nostalgic for me. It brings me back to a lost era perhaps, or maybe it was just a simpler time. Regardless, if you want to get a copy of the game for yourself, you can certainly do so. There is a free demo available right now on Steam, link in the video description below. Otherwise, the release date is simply slated as 2025. So we're going to hop right on in, smash the like button if you're enjoying the content here. Consider becoming a subscriber if you are new here. You can also become a member as well if you like. Thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll. Alright, so I do have a save here. I've been messing around with it just a little bit, trying the game out. Pretty fun game. Let's go. Alright, so each new run does begin at the Temple of the Gates, and there's a few different options here. We do have a shop, so it looks like you can upgrade your Reprism Convergence to power up Ember. Not exactly sure what that means, but I do know that you collect a lot of different currencies on different runs, right? So maybe we'll find a currency that works here in the Temple shop. Next up, we have Spirit, so this is Spirit Magic. Equip a Spirit to use their core abilities. So we're going to be finding some of these as we go, I do believe. Lots to explore about this game yet. We have ability augments, so your companions unlock new augments. So that's another interesting thing that I really haven't explored too much yet. They're all locked up. We have the constellations, so you will get this currency in the top right corner there. It's called Aurum, I do believe. And then you can kind of travel this constellation map to upgrade your hero permanently from run to run, right? It's actually pretty big, if you look at it, right? So pretty cool. We're just kind of right here for now. So we'll certainly try to target the Aurum where possible. And then last up we have the depart function, and this will get us into a run. That's what we're going to do here today. Let's see how far we can get. Let's go. So upgrade found, Ice Prima. Okay, so this is going to allow us to attach this Prima to our magic, our parry, or our trigger command, okay? So there's a few different attacks, and we're going to get into it once we get on into the fight, but let's figure out what we want to do with this. So first off, we have magic. This is going to morph our magic attack command into an ice magic. So your magic deals plus 40% damage and applies 60% frozen. It will certainly make our spell usable. The stock spell isn't really too usable, at least in my experience. This will make our parry command deal 1 damage and apply 20% frozen. So there is a parry command that you can use. Obviously, it will be a little more effective. And then on trigger, so basically when you're attacking, so I harken this back to like a Final Fantasy VIII with the Gunblade, right? So you're attacking and then you hit R1 at the right time, and then there'll be a little bit of extra damage. Well, this game has a similar effect, and that's what the trigger command is. So frozen trigger hit deals plus 25% damage and applies 30% frozen whenever you land a trigger hit on an enemy. I mean, the trigger hit is the key to the game. Let's go with that. Alright, so real quick here. So we have some enemies on the field, and you know, just admire and notice the artwork first and foremost, right? Like, what does it remind you of? Definitely let me know in the comment section below what it reminds you of. We have a few different commands here. So, and by the way, I am using a PlayStation 4 controller, but if you look in the bottom left corner there, we have attack, special, magic, and ultimate. So the ultimate will charge up as we attack more. We have a special. It's basically like a charge command that will attack multiple enemies at once. So let's actually use that. Okay. So that was actually pretty nice. And obviously we want to defeat the enemies, right? And there are back attacks in this, so we want to kind of set it up. So we're attacking strategically. That's our basic attack. And then the trigger hit there, I don't know if you saw the word trigger, but we did get a trigger hit there. And what that essentially means is I press the attack button at the right time. There's a little like light flash that comes on. And it's all about timing, right? And if you press the button that you use to attack or initiate your attack again at the right time, you will get that trigger hit, which in this case is causing freezing damage. So we're actually doing pretty well here. We also have a parry command or a block command, and then I can dodge out of the way, right? So you definitely want to block the long distance projectiles. I want to try to get these glances out of here because these guys are kind of nasty. Okay, so you got to block those. All right, let's go. Boom. That's right, get wrecked, man. Okay, you gotta watch out for the traps, too. And then the back attacks, like, that's where it's at. You definitely want to try to get behind the enemy and back attack them. So that's what we're gonna do. I also have a magic command, so if I use my Ice Prima on the magic command, It would make our spell a lot more viable. Currently, it's just not very useful. However, we do secure the victory. In the first round, we get experience, we level up, so max HP goes up. We found some Aurum, which is very, very nice, of course. And now we have a choice. So we can take an Aurum bonus here for the next reward, or we can get what's called a Soul Fragment. I'm not sure what the Soul Fragment is. I know what Aurum is. Let's go with the Soul Fragment. See if we can learn a little bit more about the game. I did, of course, notice a lot locked up in the little central hub there. Alright, so we're at the Still Snowfield. Looks like we have an ice boss at the end, so we'll certainly see. And notice that the enemies have leveled up as well. So now they're level 2, right? Alright, so let's get the glance. These guys are kind of nasty. I want to sort of predict the shot here. Okay, it looks like he's frozen, which greatly reduces their charge time, which is super nice. Or greatly increases their charge time, I should say. Takes them longer to attack. And you can queue up abilities. So it's kind of like a real-time turn-based kind of sort of feel. You will understand it a little bit better upon playing the game. And I can actually target different enemies as well with the other trigger. So we definitely need to make sure we parry these attacks. And as soon as my stamina bar is charged, that will allow us to use whatever attack command that we want, right? So we're going to have enemies where they're best to simply just dodge. There's other enemies that you have to use the block command. And then there's other enemies to just simply avoid altogether. This guy, you definitely want to just dodge around him, right? And then try to get the back attack on him when possible. I'm getting triggering hits every time, which is freezing them, which is great. Gives us essentially 2 attacks in the cycle before they get to, right? We get our second attack first, which is useful. All right, the glance gets absolutely wrecked. That hit is blocked. And let's see. Can we get the special? All right, you bet. So, of course, with the special, right, I'm hitting a different button. I'm hitting the button that I initiated the special attack with to use the trigger command. And the timing is a little bit different on that particular attack. Remains to be seen if there are other attacks. Looks like our ultimate bar is filled up. I'll show you the ultimate attack here. Next wave of enemies. But absolutely get wrecked, Dross. Victory for us. Do we level up and face? We do, absolutely. Plus 64 max HP. We're actually looking pretty healthy. Got some soul fragments. X0, though, so we got 0 soul fragments. Interesting. What's up with that, Ember? Alright, so what do we have? We have ice equipment. So we do have the ice prima. Looks like we have another one right here. An ice prima. I mean, we could go all in on ice. I could throw this on my magic slot to really sort of spread around the freeze. I'm going to go with ice equipment. Maybe we can get like an icy attack or imbue ice into our primary attack or something. We'll certainly see. There's still a lot about this game that I need to learn. I know the basics, simply put. That's about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and target this guy. Then we want to try to line him up with our special so we get, multiple units. And these guys, of course, are ranged. So let's go ahead and just bust that guy down. That's right. Let's block that guy in face. Just block it. And then back attack. And let's go ahead and let's use that ultimate. Alright, let's get it. Can't give up. Not now, not ever. Alright, so it's kind of reminiscent of like a Cloud Strife, right? And then somewhere in there is a trigger attack, but does a lot of damage broadly, and I do take a hit as well. Okay, so these glances, I want to try to target them first. Boom. That's right, get absolutely wrecked, man. Get frozen and wrecked. So these guys, it's best to simply dodge them. These Regulus, they're pretty intense. They do simply charge at you quickly. And you always want to be aware of who you're targeting. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see because the targeting locus is white. And, we have a snowfield below us, so kind of blends in a little bit. But yeah, just going for the back attacks, going for the trigger attacks. It's how I've had early success, at least so far. And I want to see how powerful we can get our hero Ember here. We'll definitely find out. But another victory, another level up. In face, that's right, plus 85 max HP. Okay, so we're getting significantly stronger. Looks like our defense is deflecting 28% of damage, and our attack value is 26. So now we have the ice equipment upgrade found. Now let's see what this does. So we have Icebound Step. Your dodge creates a frozen area where you started. Okay. So what does that mean? Like frozen area, frozen enemies move slower. Okay. So it will freeze enemies that walk over the place where we dodged to and from. Got it. We got Radiant Iniquity. Radiant damage receives the back attack bonus. Okay, so if we do Radiant damage, which I believe our current spell does, it's going to receive that back attack bonus damage. We have Brilliant Crescendo. Your magic strikes all nearby enemies. Okay, so I mean, I think it makes our magic spell a little more feasible. I think it really does. Let's go with Brilliant Crescendo. I'm alright with that. And what do we have? Looks like we have a simple selection here. So what is this? This is an Eidolon Crowns. Okay. I mean, it sounds mystical for sure. Alright, so here we go. Boss fights. Let's see which boss befouls us. It's Siliga. Okay. So let's get these glances out of here first and foremost. Boom. That's right. Take that. Alright, so she's got a very broad and sweeping attack. That's right. Get wrecked, man. Looks like she's going to bring down some. See if I can use my magic. Alright, not bad. Not half bad. Okay, so she summons mirror images. Wow, that's pretty intense, actually. Alright, the glance goes down. Alright, we definitely want to dodge out of the way of that. And get a back attack on her. That's right. Can we freeze her, though? Oh, wow, that was a heavy hit, man. Looks like she's probably immune to frost, which, you know, makes sense. Okay, get in there. Kind of want to keep my distance and get in there when the stamina's good. Maybe after she takes an attack. Maybe I can dodge behind her. That's right, back attack. Take that. Alright, about half HP on the boss here. Let's keep going. Alright, so we got... It's like environmental frozen spires. Okay, so that really hurts, man. But if you want to do that, you know, we'll just duke it out. Let's go. Okay, so we can parry those attacks. Good to know. Can I use my ultimate yet? It's not ready. Well, that one's unblockable, huh? Well, you put yourself in a bad position there, Silga. And now you're going to find out. Yeah, she's going to find out big time. Let's melt the Ice Queen. That's right, so Silga goes down in a big way. And a resounding victory for our hero, Ember. Just grinding experience, or maybe that's HP. Well, experience as well. Level up and face, of course. Plus 115 max HP, and if you notice, we do not heal up. We got whatever an Eidolon Crown is, whatever it's for. We got it. So let's keep going. Looks like we have more ice equipment here. Quite nice. Never mind. Water equipment, I stand corrected. So ice and water are different in this. So now I do believe we get a new round of 4 with another element. Obviously, we're in the water world now. Okay. Alright, good job. We got a vitriol. I'm not sure what the vitriol does. Okay, I needed to trigger hit that for sure. Okay, so this guy goes up and then comes down for big damage. Okay, so struggling a little bit here. So definitely dodge out of the way when that guy's coming down. Wow. Alright, so gotta watch out for the vitriol. And he can actually take a hit too, huh? Well, get wrecked, man. Get out of here with that weak stuff. Alright, we got 2 vitriols now. I don't much like that. That guy can get wrecked, though. Oh, come on, man. Thought I got out of the way. Just barely didn't. Alright, I gotta find a way to heal up somehow. And, man, those guys are tough to dodge. Those guys are pretty tough to dodge. I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty challenging foe, the Vitriol. Okay, so let's see. Ever deal with ghosts? Let's see what happens. Like, maybe that Eidolon crown can help power us up a little bit. Alright, so we speak of forbidden magic. Okay, so what is this? So, spirit magic. Unlock spirit magic to summon a spirit to your aid. Yes. Love the sounds of that. Who is this guy? Galax? I'm here to help you. Okay, so let's see. So let's see, like, what is this all about? Don't know anything about this. Okay, so we have open the spirits page, equip and upgrade a spirit companion, upgrade an ability. Okay, so that's what we have to do. So spirits page right here. Okay, so the upgrade menu. Okay, so Radiance, parries and dodges apply Radiance, dealing more damage with your other abilities. Okay? We have Ascension, strike random enemies 7 times, then strike the targeted enemy. Is that like our ultimate? I mean, I like the idea of striking 7 times. Okay, so that's what this stuff is. Okay, so we can do both of them. And then we need more of these little spirits, right? That one currency that we got, but, well, looks like we have one of, if you look in the bottom left there. Okay, cool. Well, we learned something new. Certainly got a little stronger. We got some Aurum. Let's go ahead and apply this. 10 scaling base health. We have stamina regen. I mean, stamina regen is good because we can attack faster, right? Sanctifying assault. Okay, so this is what this currency is, this Eidolon crown. So what is this? Dealing damage with your special heals you for 10% of the damage dealt. You start with 1 special slot. So that's an ability node, is that so? Start your next run with plus 10 base health. I mean, we'll do that. So let's do this. So we can get this with our Eidolon crown. Okay. Okay, and let's get back out there. Okay, so now we have fire equipment starting. So let's see. Burning Vengeance. Taking damage applies a blaze to the attacking enemy. We have Sundered Abscess. Parrying attacks adds an additional slash to your ultimate. Taking damage resets this effect. That's pretty cool. Then we have Radiant Iniquity again. I mean, can I like re-roll it? Let's do this. Let's do that one. Alright, so now we have a fire world. So the special attack, it's kind of hard to get our trigger on. Because there's just kind of a lot going on. It's hard to see. Alright, we gotta get keen on the triggers, man. That's like basic stuff. Well, back attacks help. And I kind of like using my dodge to sort of strafe around the battlefield to get to the back of the enemy so we can hit them. Alright, nice job. Alright, we got a Regulus. Got a couple of them. Another one of these Drosses or Dros. Alright, nice. Triple hits there. Very good. That's right, get wrecked, man. Get hit in the back. And then get me out of here, right? Alright, that guy goes down. Experience. And this guy, pretty predictable when it's a one-on-one fight. Of course, when there's more of them, that's when things get a little sticky. Let's blast him with magic. Alright, you bet. I think maybe I want to try to empower my magic spell this time if I have the option. We got some more Aurum, which is good. Alright, so we have more Aurum here as well. Otherwise, we have another one of these spirits, or soul fragments. I have to get a lot of these to get an upgrade. So let's go with the Aurum this time. Meditation increases your stamina fat. Okay, that's right. There was a meditation. So let me try to figure out. Let me see if I can remember from the tutorial. The meditation. It was... Okay, that. So that refills your stamina faster, allowing you to attack faster. But of course, it leaves you prone. Unless you're in a decent position. Alright, so we can work that in too. Forgot about that completely. Let's go, man. That's right, trigger hit. In the back, we got a glance. Okay, let's take out the glance. Get out of here, man. That's right. Take that. We've got a couple of Droses. Okay, so these guys aren't so bad. I don't really mind these guys. I think I want to save my ultimate for the boss. We can kick things off. Against the boss with the ultimate. Alright, nice job. Way to get that double hit. And the trigger attack as well. On the ability. Can certainly be challenging sometimes. Alright, nice job. Trigger hit as well. Remains to be seen if you get more experience with the trigger hit or not. I'm not entirely sure, but... Let's, regen stamina in face and take him out. That's right. Down he goes. Alright, 68 max HP, 10 Aurum. That's good, we'll certainly take it. And what do we have? Looks like we have fire, so I could imbue my spell with this. Otherwise we have, what is this? Fire equipment. Let's get the fire prima. And see if maybe we can imbue it to our spell. Make our spell a little more useful. Alright, some Dros, well, a Dros, I should say, and a Regulus, both level 3. Take that, trigger hit. Come on, target the back guy here, game. Let's go. How about that? You can actually, if you charge up stamina quick enough, you can actually get 2 attacks on those guys. Okay, yeah, you got me good there, pal. Screwing around with the stamina. That's right, take that. Get out of here. Alright, so gotta get better on the trigger hits, man. Let's go. Should probably avoid traps, too. Alright, let's get it. And we got the Dross. Okay, so what's he gonna do? He's gonna do that, then he's going to relocate. Ever so slightly. Let's get the back attack and the trigger hit. You bet. 2 Regulus. These guys aren't so bad. Let's get some more stamina. Alright, good job. Let's get it. Nice hit. Nice hit. Man, there's something satisfying when you land the trigger hit, right? It makes you like bang your head a little bit. Very good. Right, still looking pretty healthy. 249 to 269, level up in face, 91 max HP gained. And we got the fire prima. Okay, so attack, ultimate, or trigger. Okay, so it does not let me put it on my magic. I think that's randomized as well. What does it do for the attack? Your attack applies a blaze for 17 or 65% of damage. Okay? Enemies that are ablaze take additional damage over 10 seconds. So 17 damage over 10 seconds when they're ablaze, and our attack does that. Pretty good. We have ultimate. Your ultimate applies a blaze damage to all enemies damaged by your ultimate. I mean, that's pretty incredible, actually. Then your trigger hits apply a blaze. So, a greater percentage. I think just basic attack is pretty good. Either that or ultimate. Let's go with basic attack, man. Yeah, it seems pretty strong. Alright, we got a crown. Let's take it. Move on to the boss fight. The Searing Caldera. Alright, so we got a Vatra. Level 5 Vatra. Knew this wouldn't be easy. Okay, so we got a guy named Logrin calling out. Okay, so that's like another hero. I wonder if maybe you can use other heroes in this. We'll certainly see. Yeah, he says he's going to wait back at the temple to help us out. Wouldn't mind that at all, pal. Alright, let's use the ultimate if we can. Let's get him. Boom. Boom. Alright, great job. Trigger miss. Tried to get it. I don't exactly know the timing on the ultimate yet. Gotta figure that out. Alright, so this guy's ablaze. Fire boss is taking fire damage. Pretty humorous. That's right, take that, man. Trigger attack in the back. Another trigger hit. Oh, wow. That one came quick. Little back attack action, you bet. Alright, so down he goes, and he succumbs to a blaze. How about that? We actually get full HP and a level up. Plus 9 attack damage. Eidolon Crown is ours. Terrific. And what do we have? So an Ice Prima. We also have a Water Prima. Okay, so, I mean, we messed around with Ice, but Freeze is pretty good. I do like Freeze quite a bit. I don't know what Water does, but I do know what Ice does. It freezes. And Freeze, like I said, pretty darn good. Unlock Spirit Magic to power up your abilities. Alright, so we got these Vitriols to get. Okay, a bunch of units on the field, man. Holy cow. So who am I targeting exactly? The Armored Regulus. No, I'm frozen. Ah, man, does 75 damage, dude. So much. I've got to target these guys first. Set them on fire. And then, of course, get the trigger hit when possible. Ah. Man, unless you're, like, specifically paying attention. Alright, got one of them. But, man, we're taking hits. Big hits, man. Like, huge hits. This is, like, a really tough one, man. The targeting is tricky. Like you would think that you can just flick the stick, the joystick, toward the enemy that's closest, and you would simply just target them. It seems to kind of work that way. Yeah, so just got owned. Those Vitriols, man, I have a... Not gonna lie, I'm having trouble with them. Alright, so is this guy gonna help me out now? Alright, so let's see. Yeah, Logrin. Okay, so what is this? Passive overkill level 1. So what does this do? Spirit requires a vessel. You must allow the ghost to possess you. It will not control you, but you will be able to talk and share memories. You will gain access to their combat knowledge as if you spent a lifetime in their job class. But you may lose some of your own abilities in turn. Okay, interesting. Okay, so it's like long lost friends coming back together. Looks like this guy's maybe more of a physical force. Okay, so he's got overkill. So overkill rates. Overkill empowers your abilities. Okay, bury the hatchet. Scaling with your overkill stacks. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so it just gives you different core abilities. Got it. Okay, and then there's also this Yarrow fellow. Looks like there's some more units here that I can't really scroll down and see. So that's that system. We figured that out. Still nothing with the augments. Your companion unlocks new augments. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I think we probably just got to get farther. We got to get better. We do have 21 Aurum to spend. So I think getting more healing on kill is useful, right? Like, obviously pretty useful. I think stamina regen is great. This one's nice and cheap. So let's get that. No brainer. Elemental resistance. Do we like that? How about healing on kill? We have Aurum healing. Any Aurum you collect heals 1% of your max health. Yes. Stamina regen. The answer is yes. I mean, let's get some of this stuff. I feel like we need it. 10% prima damage. Plus 5% damage per equipment. Divine bounty, what's that? Get better rewards. Well, more rewards. More like... I mean, prima damage... Let's go with equipment. No, we want to activate that, man. All right, cool. Let's go on another run. Let's do it better this time. We got Fire Prima. All right, so special ultimate or trigger hit. Let's do the trigger hit. And then we'll be good on the trigger hits, hopefully. Looks like we're in the fire zone again. Boom. That's right. Get burnt. Yeah, the targeting enemies is tough when there's a bunch of them on the field. That's what I noticed in that last fight where we had like, I mean, there was like 6, 7 enemies, man. That's crazy. So it looks like we have a Logren's axe there when we do a trigger hit, maybe. Or maybe we're overkilling. Guess it's hard to say exactly. Let's take out this Dross. So, like, the challenge in this game is the different enemies. Obviously, you got to understand what they're going to do to you or try to do to you, right? And then understand what you have to do to counter it, right? Some guys need to parry. Some guys you simply just need to avoid and dodge. So you have to understand your enemy, and when they're all attacking you at once, it can get a little overwhelming for sure. But let's see if we can cook a little bit this time around. Aurum bonus was good. We can branch about the constellation map. Hopefully a little bit further. I want to see if I can at least complete the second world, right? We'll definitely try our best. So I think I have to hit... I think the trigger attack occurs on the second guy. Yeah, right there. Boom. Got it. I do like the way the game pops a little bit when you get the trigger hit. That's right. Get that. Get wrecked, Glance. Nice. So that axe doing good things for me. That's right. Get absolutely wrecked, man. Okay, so I like that. It's helping me kill these guys in 1 hit versus 2, right? Like, that's good. Boom. Get wrecked, man. Boom. Get wrecked, man. That's right. All right. So I think I like Logren's set a little bit. I like that we're staying a little healthier as well, right? Getting a little more health per kill, of course. And here's some equipment. This is what we want. It's fire equipment as well. Let's take it. I've got the special charged up. Can use it against the boss again. Alright, we got some glances. So we were able to take down weaker ones in one hit with the overkill. Okay, so it did not get the trigger hit there. You can see the difference in damage. Try to take that, man. Take that, man. In fact, you actually might be able to get 2 trigger hits if you hit 2 enemies with your special. It's hard to say. Seems like maybe that's possible. Take that, man. Just get absolutely crushed. Get him. Nice hit. Great hit. Alright, nice job. That one really popped for me, man. Nice hit. Alright, good job, guys. We're cooking here. This is going to be the run. This is the run. Famous last words indeed. Alright, fire equipment. Give me something good. Give me something real good. So, Phase Rapture. Deal increased damage to each successive enemy hit by a special ability. Okay, so we are trying to, hit multiple enemies with our special. We have Burning Vengeance. Taking damage applies a blaze. Searing Pauldron. Blazing areas are periodically created near you, and you won't take damage from them. Interesting. I mean, hitting multiple enemies is kind of what we're doing in this. So this does work. Let's do it. We've got another crown and a boss fight. It's going to be that Vatra dude again. So let's see if we can get out of there with full health. And into the next world. In a good spot. We'll see. Alright, let's use it. Alright, let's see what Logren's got. Okay, so he's got like a manual special. Interesting. Whoops, hit the wrong button to block that. How about that? A triple kill. That's right. You love to see that. Boom. Get him. Set him on fire. Ah. Gotta dodge those. Had the right reflex, just didn't use the right command. Boom. Alright, good deal. Alright, so blazing charge. Boom. Let's keep the distance. Alright, so he succumbs to the fire again. And we get the spoils of war. Full health now. Terrific. Level 5. Secure the crown. And we have a water prima. Now let's get more equipment, man. Ice equipment. That's fine with me. Let's go. Come on. Let's do better now. Alright, so it is. Looks like Ice Whirl with the vitriols again. Great. Except for there is not, whoops, press the wrong button. There is not 6 units on the field this time, which is great, right? Gotta get ready to dodge. Man, you sure came down quick there, buddy. Come on now. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Press the wrong button there, but still got the kill. We'll use the wrong attack more like. Come on. Alright, get out of here with that noise. Alright, let's take him. Boom. Alright, nice job. Alright, good job. That's right, take that, man. Just get out of here with that. Glance, dross, and vitriol. Let's take out the glance first. Boom. Alright, set him alight. A level 7 dross. Okay, so this guy's like bigger. Looks a little more intense. See if we can target the vitriol first. Gotta get the trigger hit, man. Nice hit. Set him alight and took him out. That's good. So this guy has like a shield or something on him. Is that accurate? Yeah, he sure does. Okay, let's see if we can set up a little special attack. Wait, what was that? Why did I get frozen? Well, it looks like it worked out anyways, as we win. I must have hit like a jar of magic ice or something. We do have more equipment though, so this is good. Ice equipment. Let's see what we got. Hopefully we got something good. Rejuvenating Gale. Your attack strikes twice. What? You serious? Think about that. How incredible is that? Back attacks that result in overkill. Apply your back attack bonus to the overkill. That seems pretty good. Your dodge creates a frozen... I mean, we gotta go with this top one. Are you kidding me? The answer is yes. Let's go. I think that... I mean, if I'm reading that correctly, that makes us a lot more lethal. We'll see. Like, do we actually attack twice? I would assume that we do. Certainly see. Let's go. No stopping us this time. Okay, so we got this Yarrow. Okay, cool. Well, let's see if we can save Yarrow. Well, how about that? We do attack twice. We just like doubled our damage output then. Oh, I gotta remember to block these guys. Especially on the back attack, the overkill. Okay, we got an armor Regulus now. So obviously hit these guys in the back. Very, very sturdy customers. Alright, gotta work on getting 2 trigger hits then. Boom. That's right. Get it. Boom. Boom. Nice. All right. Glance, glance. We got Bazoor. I'm not sure what that is. Let's attack it first. All right. So the Bazoor goes down. All right. Nice. Not gonna lie, sometimes I forget I have 2 attacks. So the enemies are definitely scaling up in damage, but I mean, we got 648 max HP. That's right, double trigger hit. Burn for the win. Terrific. Another level up, 220 max HP. Okay, so it's scaling up. Good to know. We have more equipment. I definitely want to get this. Get 5% more damage from it. Alright, we got this Bazoor again. I don't really want to hang out and find what he does. So let's see if we can take him out. I mean, it seems like a pretty weak unit. Maybe it's kind of a glass cannon type. Does a lot of damage. Maybe. And the traps hurt just a little bit. Got the ultimate all charged up again. I can unfurl it at the boss, or maybe if we're in trouble. Alright, Bazoor. Alright, so we got a lot of enemies on the field here. Oh, press the wrong button. Did not trigger attack that at all. Like, didn't even come close. Okay, wow. Oh, so that guy gives everybody a shield. Is that so? So that's your little gimmick then, huh? Ouch. Okay, so he melee attacks up close. And then gives everybody shields. Okay, let's see if we can stack up a bunch of hits here. Alright, so it looks like one shield does break. Okay. Got the Drows here. Let's get him. So he stops attacking me. Guess that's one benefit of double... Well, I mean, there's many benefits to double attacking, but one obvious benefit is you can break the shield and then still do damage, set them on fire. Good things happen. Very good. Alright, so let's see what our equipment is, and we got 295 HP there. Ice equipment. What do we have? Iron Bomb Betrayal. Your back attacks deal increased damage and grant overkill. 30% back attack damage times 2 with 2 attacks, right? The answer is yes. So now we're starting to put together a little kits, right? A little build. We got another crown and another boss fight. And another ultimate to unfurl. Let's go. Alright, we got a couple of dross. Let's see if we can get the dross down. Boom, nice. Alright, so big hit there on the final blow. Alright, so we definitely want a back attack, right? Okay, so we did fight this boss before. Nothing too scary, actually. How about that big back attack there? Takes him out. Alright, what are you going to do? Some of these little ice pillars. Got it. Well, how about a double back attack? With increased damage. Kind of resembles Shiva. Oh, wow. That was a big hit there, man. You serious? Man, you are doing a scary amount of damage. There, Ice Queen, but it's not enough. Down you go. And we get a lot of HP back. In face, level up, in face. Of course. Alright, beautiful. Alright, so we got more equipment. What's this? Earth Prima. What is this? Lightning equipment. Yeah, we'll mess around with the lightning equipment, you bet. I think all we needed was just a few power-ups in the old Constellation shop. Level 11 Glance. And then a Vulgar Dross, whatever that means. Glance still can't really take a hit, can they? Ah, never mind. I spoke too soon. Okay, so these guys are way more intense now. Wow. Okay, this guy's got some serious attack radius. Okay, Lightning Phlegm. Let's take out the Lightning Phlegm first. Alright, Lightning Phlegm goes down, but I am just taking too many hits here, man. Like, obviously, you gotta dodge out of the way of this guy. Right? Like, big time. And then get in there. And we're particularly effective with the back attacks, right? Oh, gosh. This guy has a shield on. Oh, man. Yep, that's it. Those guys are tough, man. This game definitely does scale up as the enemies gain more levels. It looks like they do change forms. They change attack behaviors and all of that stuff. But it looks like we do have a new... I didn't see what that little pop-up was. But I think the game will probably show us. Yeah, augment glyph times 1. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so spirits. Okay, so it looks like we have ability augments now. Okay, interesting. Okay, so let's see. So striking 3 enemies with 1 special grants Ember a shield. Dodging enemy attacks grants you a temporary shield. Okay, got it. And then we need 3 of these crowns to unlock this guy, this Yarrow guy. So we could better understand his skill set as well, but let's check out Logrin. So Death Blow, killing enemies with your attack increases your power until the end of the encounter. Okay, so that would have been great for us last time. And you use the crowns to upgrade these, got it. Retaliation, parrying an enemy causes your next attack to deal increased damage. Okay, cool, so I like how things are sort of trickling in as we're playing the game a little bit more, right? Like new features, new ways to upgrade and put together a build or a kit. We got this Aurum here, of course. Got constellations to upgrade. Augments, we still don't really know too much about this. We've been finding these spirits, right? Spirit magic spirits to augment a lot of things and kind of change, you know, your special and other things in the run, right? So you get like a different ultimate depending on which spirit you're using, which is pretty cool. And of course, the shop just, I mean, we get surprises in here all the time. And ultimately, you know, we did complete the second wave, and yeah, I'm going to call that a win. The game continues to get more and more difficult as the enemies increase in level and, you know, change form, change their attack patterns. You know, obviously that Dross, I mean, those guys got insane. Like, their attack radius just increased so much. Pretty crazy, hard to deal with, but still had a lot of fun. So my friends, this has been Eclipse Breaker, a fun strategic action roguelike. And like I said in the intro, looks like a more polished version of something from the 90s. And you're definitely going to have to let me know, you know, what game this reminds you of. Think of like the 90s PlayStation era, right? It definitely reminds me of several titles that maybe don't come to mind right now, but, you know, games like this that at least looked like this were pretty prevalent in the 90s PlayStation era. So which ones do they remind you of? Do let me know in the comment section below. Also, while you're down there, let me know your thoughts about the game as well. You know, what are some observations that you made? What do you think this game can do better? What do you think this game does well? I mean, I can say objectively that I had a lot of fun with it, absolutely. And really excited to see what, you know, continues to be added to this game. I think there's a lot here that, you know, as we continue to play, we continue to uncover. Really fun stuff, really good stuff. So this one is, of course, Eclipse Breaker. So I want to thank you for spending some time on the channel here today, my friends. Try out the demo if you like, link in the video description below. Stay tuned for plenty more fun and regular content. Smash the like button if you would, please, and you made it to the end of the video. Of course, become a subscriber if you are new here as well. Help a small but growing channel. I would greatly appreciate that. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks so much.